Alright guys, so welcome back to a new video. Today is October, hold on, let me do the math. This Thursday is the 16th. That's my son's 1-year birthday. So today is what, the 12th? 13th, my bad, I was a day off. But Josh was so kind to let me borrow this board. I mean, I don't know how visible this stuff is gonna be, but let's write what we have up today, right? So we got a deload today, and what we have for a deload, RPE 6 single today, and then for back downs, oh hold on, I didn't even save my new program. All right, so my bad, I have an RPE 6 to 7 single with a 2x7 at RPE 6, right? But and I really hope you guys can see this. So if we just take a look at what we've done all block, last block, right? Like week 1, right? What did I do week 1 last block? Honestly, I don't even remember. I'd have to like look it up and look at my notes. But this is a deload, right? We're bringing down the intensity from an RPE 8 single and a chop triple at 8 to a RPE 6 to 7 and an RP 6, right? So, but considering the fact that this is a deload, I am taking a little bit more liberty. Actually, I take a lot of liberty with the numbers that I pick, right? But long story short, essentially my cap, my absolute cap for today is 903, 410 kilos, and on the low end, I would like to do at least 826. So I'm gonna. That's a pretty big range, right? How do you pick a number between 826 and 903, right? What is that? That's a what is that? 375 minus or 410 minus 375. That's a 35 kilo difference, right? How do you pick a specific number between that load? But anyways, why I think that range is fitting for today's deload is due to the simple fact of relativity, right? Anything over 800 pounds is approximately like 80%. Anything over 900 pounds is 90%. So long story short, I'm keeping the absolute cap for my deload single at 90%. And on the RPE chart, 90% is around RPE 7, right? Where I think RPE 6 is more like 86%. So why would a 6% deviation from 86% to 80% be any kind of like, you see what I'm saying? It's just when you squat this much weight, like you can kind of play around with a wide margin of relativity, right? But and then for my back downs, honestly, I'm probably gonna sandbag this, because if I took a real set of 7 to RPE 6, which in theory is RIR 4, we're talking about 800 plus. I don't feel like doing 800 plus today for a set of 7. So what I'm defaulting to is I'm gonna do 70% for a set of 7, right? So that's gonna be around 705 to 716. I kind of already have that number set in place. The only way that number goes down is if I just feel like crap and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just deload even further and do 606 to 498 or 496, right? But that's a pretty extreme situation, right? If I feel the need to drop down from 700 pounds even lower to 600, or from 600 even lower to 496, then we just do what we do, right? Because the entire premise of a deload is essentially you are reducing the load by a substantial amount to give your body time to recover, right? In essence, it is like an active recovery day. And then even further beyond that, when you're doing a deload within like a pretty close range of meat prep, which is why I'm kind of somewhat not just completely deloading, right? Because if I was like not in prep or like 16 weeks out and I'm like hurting because I've just been through a hard block, like I'm not even touching anything over 800 pounds. maybe 804 for a single, and then I'm doing 4 reds for back downs, tops, maybe even 3 reds, right? Like that is how serious I take deloads because I so seldomly have them, right? So yeah, hopefully we can go ahead and just have a really good squat day today. Gotta take everything as serious as I possibly can. I'm gonna go hit the treadmills. I'm gonna do anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes of warm up, and then I'm gonna go through my normal routine right on the turf, which is just gonna be like wall sits with calf extensions, split squat calf extensions, and then I'm gonna do like some variations of like pigeon poses, essentially like stretch my glutes, my hip flexors, my hamstrings, and then I'll be ready to go. And then I need to ask Josh if he has he might have something akin to like a wooden bar, just so that I can do my my upper back warm-ups for low bar. So anyways, I hope you guys are ready to have a good day. Let's get it. All right, see you later, brother. First squat, warm up. I don't use it. Yeah, that shit feels heavy today. Whew. Feels really heavy. Oh, that's good. How you feel walking out on the right? Is that a good rack height? Is that a good rack height? Feel better than the T-size? Huh? How's that shit, huh? I forgot to press record on your setup, but I started recording when you went up and down. Your last warm up, your feet were kind of off balance. But
Did you see this shit? I really was like right here.
bro, but you're walking.
I step out with my right.
Yeah.
It's my right side that just feels like it's about to crumble.
Yeah, but did you feel more stable?
Yeah, I step out
Bro,
with my left.
because your last warm up, you were kind of like this. But on this one, you were like this.
Yeah, I stepped out with my left.
You were a lot more symmetrical.
Literally.
Yeah. And your shit up and down was more level, bro. I didn't see you smile like that in a long time, Poppy.
It's because I was feeling it on my back, bro, on my right side. Like compressed.
Yeah. I mean, back in comp equipment, bro.
It's much more on here.
I know, right? It's like almost another 150 pounds more than on the TSS plates. Yeah, but all right, guys. So me and Pops have already done 606. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and call an audible. I'm gonna just go from 606 to 804. So a 198 pound jump. And this is just gonna be my top single for today, right? Like 606 felt really good, but at the same time, I just wanna make sure that I'm holding myself accountable to a true deload, right? But still, 800 pounds, that's like 80%, right? 75% on the low end. But I still think that this is plenty heavy. And then next week, then I can go ahead and start off with like 400, 410. And that's gonna give me enough time to pace towards something really heavy, like my last heavy week of training before the comp. So I think we'll go 804, and then next week we'll probably do like 880, 903. Week 3, probably like 937. Week 4, maybe even like 440. And then that'll still give me 2 more weeks of heavy squatting. And then 2 weeks out, or 3 weeks out, I should say, then I can do like, I don't know, 1,000. You know, if I can do like 1,000 sub RPE 8, then that's literally all I'll need to do, right? So I think I'm gonna just I'm gonna be smart, right? I'm gonna put my ego down and I'm gonna value what is important and what is the length that we have left to go. And then for my back downs, I'll probably just do 606. But I do want to push either pendulum squat or hack squat and do like some good reps with my knee sleeve. And plus, you know, we got the fellas here. Lincoln's about to go for a PR. He's over there in the cage, just getting ready. So it's a great day, man. Great day here with the guys. And then Pablo's goddamn found a better, like he just, little tweaks, you know, little tweaks that just have so much value. What did I miss? It's a good call.
Huh?
Good call.
I think I just straight to 7.
82? If you feel good enough.
Going a ways.
Whew. Yeah, that's so heavy.
Okay, what you say?
650?
Yeah.
Huh. You think 650 tap for Carlos? 650? Whew. I need a deload, bro. 804 felt heavy. Whew. All right, guys, so I actually didn't even record my back downs. I did, so I have 2 sets of 7, but honestly, like the way my core feels and my legs, I did 195, which is 429 pounds for a set of 6, didn't record. And then I did, I think it was 562 for a set of 5 beltless, right? So the first set was sleeveless and beltless, and then my 562 for 5 was just sleeveless. So I had my belt, not super tight, but it was just good work. You know, it's a deload. You know, I can't just like do like 3 reds, you know, for everything. I gotta be somewhat moderate, and I think this weight, you know, it's gonna be, especially because I'm not done. I do want to go do some leg accessories after my bench, but Pablo's actually about to hit 832, which will be, I think, tying. No, I don't know what Pablo's heaviest single's been since he's been back, but he's moving weight today like crazy. So we're about to watch him smoke this shit, baby.
Good. There you go. Good.
Fix your foot.
Come on. Run it. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I think.
Bro, your right foot dragged a little bit.
Another 50 pounds. Plus. That was good. Yeah. You're not bad.
Ash like this. Heavy weight. Yeah.
It's about this.
You took my right foot was what?
You're like this.
Yeah.
I was trying to tap you. Yeah.
I don't want to keep moving.
Yeah.
Make it. Go.
Where it was off.
Yeah. You get one for back down.
Probably started at 6.
Okay. I'm gonna just go bench over there. No. Do your squats, bro. I gotta go bench over there and be done soon. Who's this for? The scariest lifter in the whole world.
That's just body. Actually, you're right.
Oh, it's just 606.
Come on!
Come on,
Here we go. Everything you got right here. There you go. Let it settle. Let it settle.
Good. Nice. Bars rolling. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Bro, that bar rolling is so scary. I just like.
It rolled up a little bit, but keep it a little bit time.
Alright, so I didn't know this, but Joey gave me 2x8 on bench. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. We'll start this with 2 by 8. Honestly, 2 reds feels pretty good. Let me see what I have for my accessories. So, seal row, chest supported row, single leg ham curl. So, we'll go do some chest supported rows. We're gonna go hit that single leg ham curl, which is like my favorite ham curl machine of all time. So let's go ahead and finish strong. Let's try to knock this out in like 5-10 minutes. Goated hammy machine, goated. Like you're almost like exclusively just working that hamstring. But because I am prone to hamstring cramps, I'm gonna make sure I'm chugging this. I'll probably also do some lat raises. Yeah, so the whole point of me doing these 2 specific motions is because I've been noticing that this trap has just kind of been heavily unbalanced. So by just kind of putting some direct work into it, hopefully it'll get better. But that's pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna do 2 more sets and then see you guys with the outro. I'll probably just do like 3 sets of but I guess we can wrap up the video here, guys. Honestly, today was just a chill day. A bit more vloggy than normal, just because, I mean, obviously I had some dialogue on the introduction, dialogue in between some of like these accessories and stuff. But, you know, that's whatever, you know. It's really important that on deloads, when you come into the gym, it's specifically for powerlifting. I need to preface that. Specifically for powerlifting, because I think like deloads for other sports is a little slightly different, right? It has a lot to do with the tangibles and your philosophical identity, right? And how you view yourself in a sport. I think that's really how deloads differ, at least in my opinion. But yeah, you know, so a nice, easy accessory day. You know, like now that we're back at Elysian, I can hit all of my favorite accessory machines, right? Like that. I think it's what's the brand? Oh, Arsenal. The Arsenal Strength pendulum squat. Like, I love that thing. And then that single leg hamstring curl, I think it's a Arsenal as well. I'm not sure, but I also don't care enough to go double check right now. And then I did some chest supported rows outside. And then, you know, might as well finish that with some grip work, you know. If I can start incorporating grip work at the gym, and then I still do some at home, that should tend to have a positive effect, right? So I'm gonna just hit 2 more sets of this, and then I'll be out of here. You know, I did leave the house a little bit later than I wanted to. I am trying to implement a new schedule, right? I wanna start training from 9 to 12, all my training days. That way I can like eat lunch, do work, and then have like, I mean, when I do work, I mean like everything that I do, right? Like coaching, editing, brainstorming. I want to be more, what's the word, involved with that side of thing, instead of just like being like meat and potatoes and posting crazy lifts. You know, like I have a lot more knowledge and value than just simply being ridiculously strong, right? So I want to start getting into that, having a little diversification per se, and then it'll be all right. So I'll see you guys next time.